Hello, everyone, and welcome to the TYREE Has the Audacity podcast. Of course, my name is TYREE, and I will be your host for this morning, this afternoon, and this evening. Now, to start things off, I would like to say thank you for taking the special time out of your day to come on and see what I have to say. Many people don't understand that they are important. You are important. You have a purpose. You have a God-given destiny. So why are you allowing the time that you have on this earth to be geared towards other people when you need to be working on yourself? You can't get to what God has for you because you're worried about other people. But I'm here to tell you that those other people aren't worried about you. Those people wouldn't give a rat's ass what you're doing, but you're too busy worried about what they're doing. Why are you allowing people to take advantage of you? See, when you allow people to take advantage of you, you allow people to get over on you. And the more you allow people to get over on you, you will never see that it's a problem. See, oftentimes you will allow people to get over on you, and you know that they're getting over on you, but you are too quiet to address the issue. See, TYREE over here at TYREE Has the Audacity, I'm not quiet. I am loud. I have confidence within myself. I have enough love in myself to let everybody know who I come in contact with that, hey, my name is TYREE, and everything that I'm about to give to you is everything that I can give to you. I pour into you just like I pour into me. I minister to other people through ministering to myself. I let people know if I have a problem or not, and you have to be the same way. You have to be selfish with your time, and you have to understand that everybody doesn't deserve the time that you're trying to give to them. Everybody don't deserve it. But that goes for school, that goes for the workplace, and that goes for relationships as well. You have to take your life back. You have to take the time that you need to get yourself together. You need to get back in tune with your soul because you have lost it. See, when you get into the habit of doing the same thing every single day, you lose touch with your inner spirit. You wake up, you put your clothes on, you brush your teeth, or you wake up, you shower, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you put your clothes on, you get your kids up, you make sure they're okay, you take them to school, you leave for work, you go to work for 8 hours, have your kids go to a daycare or aftercare, pick them up when you get off, go home, cook dinner, put them in bed, then you go to sleep and do the same thing all over again. When do you take the necessary time for yourself? See, over here as TYREE Has the Audacity, I have the audacity to be selfish. And when I want to take the time for me, trust and believe, TYREE is going to take the time that he needs for himself. See, I speak for a lot of people. I motivate a lot of people. I pour into a lot of people. But just like I pour into you, there's a start time and there's an end time. The same thing I do for you, I do for myself. I don't always have to be on the front street every time. I can allow you to be. Sometimes you have to allow people in certain situations to fall on their face because you may have the answer that they need, but just because you got the answer don't mean that you have to be captain and save everybody. You can't save the world. You're out here trying to save other people, but you're not saving yourself. You are dying while other people are living through you. I don't get that. How are you able to make sure that people are standing on their own 2 feet where you are crawling trying to get to your happiness? You're not happy because you're too busy trying to get other people happy. You're unstable while making sure that everybody else is stable. You are pouring into other people, but other people aren't pouring into you. You're losing yourself while finding others. You're helping people figure out who they are when you have lost yourself. And this goes for everything. This goes for emotional. This goes for mental. This goes for your physicality. If you're in a relationship and you are experiencing problems, you are in a certain situation where you are doing everything that you need to do for your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your husband. You can, no matter if you're gay, no matter if you're straight, no matter if you're black, no matter if you're white, no matter if you're Hispanic, you can be anything in this world that you want to be. But I'm going to give you one thing. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you find yourself in an 80-20 relationship, then you need to leave. But I'm going to explain to you what an 80-20 relationship is. An 80-20 relationship is when I'm giving you my time, my effort, my heart, my soul, my spirit, my dedication. I don't know if I already said that, but if I did, I mean it twice. My love. I'm giving you everything that I have. But there is something inside you that is prohibiting you from giving me the same thing that I'm giving to you. I'm giving you 3 hours, but you're only giving me 2 minutes. That's a problem. You can't pull yourself away from your phone for 2 minutes, but I'm taking everything inside of me to give to you. You are not everything in my life, but I make you everything in my life. You don't deserve every second of my time, but I'm giving you every second of my time. But you won't do the same thing for me. Why can't you take the common courtesy to give me back the same energy that I give to you? Is it okay for you to do that? Do you feel like it's okay for you to do that? Because it's not. But the moment I leave, you want to run behind me and say, I'm sorry. I miss you. Can I have you back? See, when you leave certain situations, they will quickly realize what they were missing. They will quickly realize that everything that you were giving to them, they weren't getting from anybody else. They know that they can't get it from anybody else. But it's you. See, you are special. You are inspirational. You are powerful in everything that you do. There is nothing inside of you that somebody else has. Like I said over my past 5-day vacation, there is something that you have that cannot be duplicated, and that is your DNA. Every chromosome that you have builds up the characteristics to your personality. There is nobody on this planet out of the 7 to 8 billion people on this earth. There is nobody else like you. And people know that. Because when you offer up something that nobody else has, people remember it. People will remember how you love them. People will remember how you speak to them. People will remember how you inspire them. But you have to get to the point where just because you're great, just because you're able to offer beautiful things, everybody don't deserve it. Everybody doesn't deserve your love. Everybody doesn't deserve your time. Everybody doesn't deserve your energy. But I'm going to tell you why I'm sitting over here smiling. I'm smiling because I know that there's a light inside of me. And there's darkness inside of somebody else. But I have to be selfish within myself to know that in some situations, people's darkness will overtake your light if you don't do it correctly. I'm going to say that again. In certain situations, if you don't know what you're doing, people's darkness will overpower your light. See, people are given these things. And everybody has a spirit on top of them. And sometimes spirits are stronger than others. But just because you have a strong spirit doesn't mean that you will win every battle if you don't have the necessary tools and the necessary ingredients to build you up. But I'm going to tell you what you need. It's your faith. It's your faith that people want. It's the love that you have for yourself that people want. It's the energy that everybody wants from you that people want. See, I have the audacity to be great. Not for you, but for myself. I want to be great because I know there's something inside of me that is growing out. Also, like I said, over these past 5 days, I'm pregnant with a purpose. I'm not a female, but I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant with a baby, but I'm pregnant with a purpose. There is something inside of me that people are waiting to see. There is something inside of me that people are waiting on me. But I'm waiting on me. I'm waiting to be great. I'm waiting to let people know what I can do. Because there's something inside of me that nobody else has. But in order for me to do that, I have to be selfish. The world will never know what you got going on if you will not take the time for you instead of giving it to somebody else. You will die trying to help other people who don't even want your help. Who are they compared to you? Because you have something inside of you. There's something inside of you that's great. There's something inside of you that's beautiful. See, you're beautiful. And not just you're beautiful, you're handsome. You got to be selfish in your life, in your relationships, in your workspace. You got to let people know, like, I understand you got something going on, but trust and believe you're not the only one. I have something going on too. You're not the only one with dreams and goals and plans. You ain't the only one. I got one too. And just like I am encouraging you, you should be encouraging me. Not that I need your encouragement, because I can encourage myself. I got the Lord behind me to encourage me, and that's all I need. But it would be great if you could give the same energy to me that I gave to you. But you got to understand that everybody is not going to do that. And those are the people that you got to remove from your life. See, over these past couple days, I have been removing people from my life because everybody doesn't need to be in it. Everybody don't need to be in your life. Just because they cute don't mean you got to have sex with them. I'm sorry. Just because they dope don't mean you need to develop a relationship with them. You have something inside of you that nobody else has. Remember when I said that? And when you lay down with people, you share a spirit. And when your spirit is shared with somebody outside of a union, you are instantly breaking down the foundation that has been built for you, and you no longer have it. Therefore, you have to build the foundation back up by yourself. Because you were too busy trying to give your time and your energy and your dedication and your spirits to people who didn't deserve it. Are you sure that's what you want to do? Because that's not what I'm going to do. Because over here at TYREE Has the Audacity, I have the audacity to be selfish. I'm not putting anybody before me. You have to make sure that you put yourself first and put everybody else last. See, everybody can be last and be on the same level, but just because they're on the same level. And here's the thing. If people get mad at the fact that you're not giving them the same energy that you used to, were they really supposed to get it in the first place? But they're getting mad because you are ignoring them, because you're trying to focus on you. Do they really need to be in your life anyway? But you know what? I'm going to keep it going. There's an unequal balance in this situation. And you have to learn that everything happens for a reason. But when you get tired of being sick and tired, trust and believe. Trust and believe. When you get tired of being sick and tired, you will get selfish. But I don't want you to get to the point where you're sick and tired of people. For today's letter, it reads, I've known this girl for 3 years, and she has always wanted to date me, but timing has never been right. So in January, we started dating and we have been ever since. When things were going great, they were great. But when they were bad, they were really bad. As in, she could not let go of her past. In other words, her ex and her family. Other words, her ex and his family. He cheated on her and she always brought it up. She wanted me only talking to certain people. I couldn't have a password on my phone and etc. Anyways, she got mad at me about 3 weeks ago and she quit talking to me. But I always continued to talk, text, and tell her that I loved her. I finally got a text from her friend telling me that she got engaged and is getting married. How do you meet an old friend in 3 weeks' time and decide to get married? I did not know we had even broken up. So, here's the problem I have with this letter. And we're going to break it down together because that's what I do. I give you guys my utmost honest advice. So we're just going to break this down. The first problem with this letter is I've known this girl for 3 years and she's always wanted to date me, but the timing was never right. Guys, let me explain something to you. If the timing is never right to be with somebody, you probably shouldn't be with them at all. So maybe that was a sign. She always wanted to get with you, but the timing was never right. Y'all weren't supposed to be together in a relationship at all to begin with. But it's okay. We're gonna keep moving. So in January we started dating and we have been dating ever since. When things were great, they were great, but when things were bad, they were really bad. You don't just realize things get really bad overnight. So you are able to pick and choose your battles. You know when you want to deal with someone's BS and when you don't want to deal with it. You take the time within yourself to figure out if you want to accept a person's baggage and if you want to deal with it before you get to the title part. You know what's wrong in a situation before you get into the situation. I don't care how many times people tell you, oh, I didn't know what was going on, or I was blind, I was oblivious to the situation. You knew exactly what was going on. But you have to get to the point where you take off the shades. Hashtag peer forward. You have to get to the point where you take off the shades and stop ignoring the fact that you know what's going on. You know everything that's going on in the situation, but you accept it. And because you accept trash, you become trash. Like I said in a previous podcast, when you lay down with rats and roaches, you become the people you keep. But it's okay. We're going to keep going with this letter. We're going to keep going. She could not let go of her ex and his family. You knew what was going on. See, me, I have the audacity that when I let a chapter go, I don't go back to chapters. When I let people fall, I simply let them fall. When I remove people from my life, I simply remove people from my life. I don't bring people back. But this is something that she did. He allowed himself to get into a situation where the person he was with wasn't over the guy that she had left. But that's what you accept. That's who you want to be with. You want to be with somebody who is unable to give you 110% of them. That's not cool. You have to have enough love for yourself to know that you don't deserve anything less. You deserve more because you are great. You are amazing. So how dare you get with somebody who is beneath you? And people fail to realize that, yeah, in certain situations, people are beneath you and you are above people. See, you have a gift. You have a passion. Everybody does not have the drive that you have. So yes, you happen to be better than some other people. And it's okay to accept that. It is okay to know that you have more to bring to the table than other people. It is okay to say that you are beneath me because you have to be selfish within yourself. You saying that people, let me put this in a way that you can understand it. Just because you say that somebody is beneath you doesn't mean that you can't get with them in a later time. By a person being beneath you, you are simply saying that you are unable to give me what I deserve. You are unable to give me what I require. And because you're able to give me what I require, you are beneath me. And I happen to be above you. But just because I'm above you doesn't mean I want you to stay where you're at. I want you to get to my level. Because I'm on a level where in my head, I'm not going back down. Everything from here is up and out. Everything from here is up and out. And I refuse to let anybody and anything in this world, on this planet with 2 or 4 feet, make me think that I am less than what I know myself to be. But we're going to keep going with the letter because this is where I want you to be. Anyway, she got mad at me 3 weeks ago. She got mad at me 3 weeks ago and quit talking. But I don't know what I did. Let me explain something to you. Nobody just switch up just like that. Nobody switches up just like that. Everything happens for a reason, as I have stated. I'm not going to... If a person is able to switch up just like this, they didn't do it overnight. And for a person to say that they don't know what happened, you know what happened. Everybody pays attention to signs. Everybody can see the signs. Everybody pays attention to the sign. It is up to you if you want to accept the sign or not. But nobody can ever say that they didn't see something coming. Everybody sees it coming, but you don't want to accept the fact that it's there. You don't want to deal with the fact that, okay, everything that I'm going through or everything that I'm experiencing with this person is trickling down. But it's okay because every person has a time. Every person has a season. And every person isn't meant to be in your life as long as you want them to be. I like to think of my life as a tree. Let me give you an example. I like to think of my life as a tree. And the people in my life are a part of that tree. You have the people who are leaves. Sometimes people come in and then they go with the wind. One day they over here. One day they over there. They can't make up their mind. They don't know if they want to be right. They want to be left. They don't know if they want to be up. They don't know if they want to be down. And sometimes they just go in circles. They rise. And at the end of the season, they fall and they're gone. It's okay. People are leaves and you got to accept that. Some people are branches. Now you got to be careful with these branches. Okay? Because these branches, they'll fool you. They'll make you think that they got your back. They'll make you think that they support you. They'll make you think that everything you have going for yourself, they support. But when a hailstorm comes through, and when a tornado breaks the wind, and when the hurricane starts pouring down, they break. And then that branch that you thought you could depend on is gone. But it's people in your life that are like the roots of a tree. And the people that's a root, see, I don't call them roots, I call them roots. When you get a root in your life, you hold on to them. You hold on to them because they are holding on to you. See, they know everything that comes with you and they accept it. And you do the same thing for them. Those roots are the people in your life who are going to be able to stay with you through the thick and the thin. Those roots are going to be there even when you break. Because even though the top half of your tree may fall, them roots will make sure that the bottom of your tree is still intact. See, I got roots in my life. I made roots over this past weekend. I have roots in my life. I have people who are keeping me grounded. I have people who keep me stable. And I do the same thing for them. But we all have an understanding that, oh, as much as I can do the same thing for you, I'm doing the same thing for me. Because I'm being selfish with my time. I finally get the text from her friend telling me that she was engaged. Pause. Your girlfriend that you haven't talked to in 3 weeks is now engaged with somebody else? I wish that you were able to figure that out earlier. See, you're not in a relationship with anybody. See, let me explain something to you guys. Dating is one thing. A relationship is something else. Just because I say I'm dating you doesn't mean we're in a relationship. When we go on a date, that's dating. But just because I go on a date with you doesn't mean I'm in a relationship with you. Just because I go on a date with you doesn't mean I want to pursue a future with you. Just because I want to go on a second date doesn't mean you're supposed to be in my life. See, a second date is just to get confirmation of my feelings after the first date. But that doesn't mean I want a relationship with you. See, you got to get to a point. That's my favorite phrase. You got to get to a point where you know how to determine the difference between dating and a relationship. Because just because I date you doesn't mean I need to talk to you every day. But if I'm in a relationship with you, if we have a bond, if we are one and we're a union, then I'm holding on to you. But a relationship and a bond like that can't be determined over a couple of months. That comes with years. Now, I'm not saying people can't find love in months, because it's people out there who have done it. I have family members who have found love within a couple months. I have people in my life who have found love within a couple days. And they're happy. Or at least they were happy. And they listen to the podcast. But certain things you don't figure out within a couple of weeks. You don't figure out how a person acts after a couple hours. You need to see a person in all different aspects of a situation, all different aspects of life, before you can say, oh, this is the person I need to be with. But, writer, my advice to you is, before you enter into another relationship, I need you to understand that you have to take the necessary time to do your self-work before you can get with the person who you feel like you should be with. We're getting back in tune with ourselves. We're getting to a place where not only are we loving other people, but we're loving ourselves as well. We're getting to a point where we are getting selfish with our emotions, and we don't care about other people's feelings when it comes to our feelings. Now, over here at TYREE has the audacity, TYREE has the audacity to tell people his feelings without taking other people's feelings into consideration. Now, this is the thing. I'm a nice guy. You're a nice guy. You're a nice girl. Everybody is compassionate to a certain degree. But you have to understand that some things just need to be said like it is. If you feel in a relationship like, hey, you aren't giving me what I need. You are not giving me what I need. You're not giving me the time that I want, and you're not giving me everything I feel like I should have. So because of that, I got to move on. It's okay. It's okay to be brutally honest. It's okay to acknowledge the fact that other people are going to cry. It's okay to acknowledge the fact that everything you say, people are not going to agree with. Everybody don't agree what I say over here on TYREE Has the Audacity, and it's okay. People can choose to listen. People can choose not to listen. And that goes the same thing for your emotions. People can choose to listen to your emotions. They can take it into consideration. But you don't have to get stuck on people agreeing with you, because everybody isn't. Everybody don't agree with me. But do you think I'm going to walk around here trying to please other people before I can please myself? No. Nope. I will make sure that at the end of the day, Tyree gets what Tyree needs before anybody else does. Because I'm living for me. My name is not Tyler. My name is not Javon. My name is not Jalen. My name is not Tamia. My name is not Diamond. My name is not Latrell. My name is not Jayla. My name is not Harry. My name is not Tom. My name is not Dick. My name ain't John. My name is Tyree. And at the end of the day, Tyree is going to make sure that everything Tyree needs, Tyree is going to get. And just like for the people who are watching, you need to make sure that everything that you receive is up to your standard. Because I have a standard. You have a standard. And you need to make sure that everybody in your life is on the level that you need them to be. I want everybody to come up with me. I want everybody to soar with me. I want everybody to increase in their beliefs. I want everybody to increase in their feelings and their emotions and their spirit and their soul. I want you to pour into yourself like I pour into myself. But just because you're not on the same level as me, and just because I'm not on the same level as you, doesn't mean that I got to deal with you. And you have to get to the point where you don't have to deal with the people you don't feel like you have to deal with. That is going to make some people upset. Shoot, I'm upset just saying it. But it's okay. It's all right. Because you living for who? You living for you. And me? I'm living for me. You can't get to what God has for you because you're worrying about other people. Be selfish. Develop your skills and develop your hobbies and develop your interests. Develop the love you have for yourself. You love you. I'ma love me. And I'ma love you for you. Because everybody needs that. But I can't love somebody else if I don't love myself. Make people work for it. Don't just give it out. Make people work for it because it's sacred. And once you lose it, it's gone forever. I would like to say thank you to everybody who has tuned in to today's episode of TYREE Has the Audacity podcast. I love you, and I pray that you learn to love yourself more than you did yesterday. Be blessed.